Hey, what's up you guys? It's Six. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be kind of unhinged, a little bit rambly, but mostly like chill, I guess, just kind of more like a draw with me while I tell you about some weird stuff that happened to me this week, because this video is just all sorts of unplanned, but I promised you guys that I would be here every Saturday, and I'm not letting up on that. I am here every Saturday. So I had to put together this video very last minute. So to explain, this was initially supposed to be, oh my gosh, brain. This was initially supposed to be a sketch daily video, where I was trying to see if my art would improve after a week of me doing regular warm-up sketches, which I would absolutely recommend that you do. If you make any sort of artwork, if you are any type of illustrator or creator in any sort of artistic fashion, you should start by doing warm-up sketches. If you draw, if you paint, whatever. If you're like a sculptor or something, I'm sure there's a sculptor aspect of that, but I don't know. I'm just coming at it from an illustrator, painter perspective, whatever. I would absolutely recommend that you do warm-up sketches, because when I do them, my work tends to be something that I'm more proud of. I tend to be happier with the things that I make, but I am very guilty of just waking up straight out of bed. I'll make my coffee, make breakfast if I can eat breakfast that day, because I wake up sometimes with just the absolute worst nausea. It is terrible. I hate it. But anyway, I'll wake up, I'll get myself ready for the day, and then it's been 20 minutes. It's probably like 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna just go straight into line art. No. Don't do that. It's bad. It's so annoying. Like today, I did that very thing. I woke up, I got myself ready. It was maybe 5:08, and I was like, all right, I can do line art. No. I was very mad. I even ended up actually doing a warm-up today, because I had struggled so much with my line art that I was like, okay, all right, back it up. I need to do a warm-up sketch. And I only do them when I'm having trouble with an illustration. If I start, if I haven't drawn in a while or something, and I try to go back into doing a commission or working on, a Patreon project or something like that, I will immediately jump into it and then get frustrated because it's not doing what I want it to. Well, hey dingus, it's not doing what you want it to, because you need to warm up. You have to do a warm up. So yeah, I just wanted to see what it would look like if I turned that into a regular part of my process. However, this week was chaos for multiple different reasons, and while I did have time to actually do warm-ups every day, I still didn't do it. I should have, but I didn't. While I didn't have time to do warm-ups every single day, or I did have time, oh my gosh, I did have time to do warm-ups every single day, I didn't have time to set my camera up and film it every single day. So I just ended up not doing that. And also, something else that happened a few days prior to me filming on Sunday. Initially, once I'd realized, like, hey, you're not gonna have enough time to do this, I was like, okay, I can think of another kind of video or something like that. I didn't have anything planned just yet. I figured on the day of filming, it'd be super easy. I'd just be able to knock something out. But then I did an art market on Sunday, and I was dumb, because I did an outdoor art market in 90 degree plus heat with no canopy, no tent, because I thought that my tent was broken. And I was like, well, I did this exact same event a year prior with no tent, and I was fine. I was fine because I was wearing a sweater, and even though I was hot, my body was covered. Where am I going with this? I wore a tank top tie-back dress with no sunscreen on the back. Sunscreen on the front, but no sunscreen on the back, because I have little tiny baby arms and I couldn't reach my back. And I was like, I'll be fine. I came home 6 hours later, purple. My skin was purple because I was so burnt. And that was a very, very, very bad, dumb thing of me. I don't know how I didn't notice that I was so crispy. I just was like, this is kind of warm. Oh my god, what the hell? literally, my skin was purple. That's not an exaggeration. It was dark, so bad. I literally for like 2 days could not sleep because I woke up every hour of the night just in so much pain. I couldn't sleep on my stomach because if I slept on my stomach, then it would push my shoulder blades together, and it's my whole back, so obviously everything on me is tender. If my skin touches my skin, it's painful. So if I slept on my stomach, it would push my shoulder blades together, the skin would touch, that would suck. But my only other option is to sleep on my side or my back. Obviously, sleeping on my back was very difficult because I was burnt to a crisp. It was terrible. It hurt so bad. And sleeping on my side was just as bad because I'm just putting all of my weight onto the one shoulder that is still also burnt. And I can switch shoulders and hurt the other one for a while. So sleeping was very, very hard, very complicated, and I'm finally starting to get better. But obviously that sunburn kind of threw a wrench in my plans. It made it really difficult to film. I had to wait, I think like 1 or 2 days before I was finally, relaxed enough, comfortable enough to be able to move around enough to film, to be able to have the energy to draw, because I was just exhausted. I hurt so bad. I could not do anything properly. So yeah, that definitely set my schedule off balance, which led to me realizing like, hey, I don't have a video planned, and also I need to get Patreon stuff done. So here you can see I am combining my 2 tasks that I needed to be done with this illustration. We're finally talking about what is this piece you guys are seeing on screen. So this month's Patreon theme was actually Angel/Devil Core. Not Angel Devil Core, but now it is. I'd initially planned to do 2 separate characters, one being, like traditional like Angel Core and one being Devil Core. But then as I was working on it, I was like, Angel Devil, I love Angel Devil. Pop on screen, my baby boy. I really love Angel Devil, and while this character absolutely is not Angel Devil, I was like, well, I think the concept of having a character that is both a devil and an angel, even though Angel Devil obviously isn't a devil in the characteristic like classic pop culture sense. It's more like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, Angel Devil doesn't have any devil characteristics, but the vibe is there. The vibe is there, if that makes sense. It absolutely makes no sense. But you guys get what I mean. I just wanted to combine the 2 rather than keeping them separate because I thought that would be a really good idea. And I almost instantly had a character design in mind for this character. Obviously, I started out with the sticker, and once I nailed the sketch down, I was like, I love this girly so much that I want her to be the print as well. Normally, I would create 2 separate characters when it comes to stuff like this. Even if I decided to do, the combination of both Angel and Devil Core and just have it be Angel Devil Core, I still would have made another character that fits that aesthetic rather than having both pieces of merch be the same character. But again, I just love this character so much that I wanted her to be the focal point of both, because I think her design is so cute. I really like the kind of like her mixy matchy, she's got the heterochromia going on. We've got the, the angel wing and the devil wing. We've got the horns with the halo that I think is really cute. I thought for a while about combining the horn and the halo to make like a halo out of horns, but I was like, no, people have done that so often, and I also really wanted to make a character with like really tall, like cute pointy horns, so I didn't do that. And also I got the idea very last minute to do horns that were different colored, so I initially was going to make them both red, but once I gave her heterochromia, I was like, ooh, what if I also, her horns were mismatched, and one of them was like blue. I thought about doing a broken horn too, but I did a broken horn for my graham cracker monster girl that I did last month, so I didn't end up doing that. And I really like her character design. I think she's super, super pretty. Her braids were also really last minute too. Initially, I was just gonna have her have kind of like a bob, and then I don't know what made it pop into my head. I think I had looked at it for half a second, and there was like a line on the sticker sketch that I was like, that kind of looks like it could be a braid. What if she had like double braids, like really long like front parts, kind of like a jellyfish haircut, but a little bit different. So really long braids in the front, but then the back of her hair is like a short little bouncy little bob. I just thought it was super cute. I do wish that I was able to incorporate kind of the more devil aspect a bit more. I did end up leaning very heavily into angelic territory, especially because I knew I wanted her to be kind of like in the clouds kind of thing. I've just been having so much fun painting clouds lately, and it was an idea that popped in my head again instantaneously. I was like, I'm gonna have her sitting in the clouds, just chilling, relaxing, being her little sweet little villainous self. I love it. I should have given her little teeth. I'm gonna go back and give her little teeth. Anyway, I just really liked how she was looking, and especially, like, you guys know when I default to making character like outfit illustrations, I tend to default to really like flowy, almost like Renaissance-y kind of clothing. Not really Renaissance as in like the actual Renaissance, but like Renaissance fair, you know what I mean? Like really flowy, like just fairy-like, bouncy little clothes. And so I did that, and I was looking at angel core dresses on Pinterest, and while this isn't directly inspired by any one sort of thing, they were all obviously very white and very just like structured, I guess, in a way, like around the bodice, and then it like flows down and it's really pretty. But because so many of them were white, I couldn't get the idea of a white dress out of my head. And while I did try to alter it in some way, like you guys saw me trying to do like a red and blue gradient because she has all of her little red and blue elements, and mentally, I didn't put this on the page, but mentally I thought a couple of times about making the bodice black, or, you know, adding like black accents here and there, or maybe like an off black, you know, kind of like a plummy purple kind of thing, similar to what I did with her hair, how it's like a dark pinkish brown rather than directly black, because I wanted to put some more of that darkness element in there. I thought about doing that with the dress, but then I was just like, I just can't get the idea of a white dress out of my head. It looks too good to me personally. I like it too much, so I'm not gonna take away from that. I'm just gonna leave it as is, and I think she turned out really, really pretty. I hope you guys like her. I hope you liked this video, because it is over, because that is literally, when I tell you, I had all this stuff planned, and then that sunburn just rocked my world, and I had nothing else that I could possibly do other than ramble to you guys about this piece and about how weird this week has been. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any topics you want me to cover in future videos, please let me know, because when it comes to doing the illustrations now, I've got it down, but when it comes to talking about stuff, it's like, oh my lord, unless I have a reason for why I'm doing this video, like with the scratch board that we did a couple of weeks ago, unless I have a purpose as to why I'm using the medium or creating the piece that I'm making, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to tell you guys. So what do you guys want to hear me talk about? I don't know. It can be literally, it doesn't even have to be art related. It just has to be, what do you guys want to hear me talk about? What are some things you want me to discuss here on the channel? Let me know down below. Also, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. We have Elise Thompson, Duran, Mandy, Sleeps, Created by Twins, Inky Moo Art, Psychwalker Art, Lucian at Crowboy Sketch, Fish Nor Flesh, Becky Scribbles, Akita Kai, and Watery Turd. I love you guys so much. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans and my antics and being there for me on the Patreon and supporting this channel and giving me the space where I can take breaks when crazy things happen, and I can have backups and beautiful art to share with you guys. Also, for just absolutely listening to me talk about Fullmetal Alchemist an unholy amount. Of course, I had to bring it into this video somehow. Anyways, if you like this piece, this is, like I said, this month's Patreon print, so if you're interested in that, go check out the Patreon. It's patreon.com/six.studios. You'll get the full-time speed paint for this, real-time speed paint for this video, alongside the Procreate speed paint and all the layer files for this video when you join certain tiers, you can also get, of course, shout outs alongside these awesome peeps that I just mentioned, and a ton of other stuff over there. I update pretty much every single week for the most part. I try my best, but life happens sometimes. But yeah, I still post over there regularly every single month. There's a monthly podcast, obviously there's monthly merch, all this fun stuff. So if that is something that interests you, go check that out. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.